Hello, it's me, Marina Martinez-Bateman, here for another planner video. I think you know where this is going. I know I just made this into a traveler's notebook, like literally, those are events for my local stationery store. I literally just made this into a traveler's notebook. I did this whole thing. I put the elastic, I even made its own little, its own little bookmarky thing with hand-strung beads, although it's kind of janky. I used the last of my Cosmic Coyote stickers. I was really trying to make this work. I think I will do something with this notebook, not only this cover, but there's two more in the pack that I bought this A4 Midori Tomoe River grid from. But then I also impulse bought two more packs because I was like, I don't know how long this is going to be available or when I'm going to find it again. Because I literally got the last pack out of High Tide. But this is so huge. Look at how much space it covers. Look at how much, it's just so much. It's too much. It's I guess I can put my ruler around it, but I don't know. It's too big. I really like to update my journal. I'm sitting in my comfy chair and I don't really have a table. So I either prop it on my lap or I prop it up on a bar stool. And this is too big. It's too big. This space that I record in is honestly one of the largest consistently clear surfaces in my life. Part of that is I don't know if I got it from COVID. I know that's not how neurodivergence works. I do know that I have an acquired neurodivergence, which is PTSD, but it honestly feels like I was never this cluttered of a person. And now I am. And part of that is me letting go of a lot of really negative, harmful ideas about work and working and overworking and what I should be doing, because I was one of those people who never sat down, never calmed down, was always going at 110, right? So part of that slowing down and getting to know myself better is having hobbies, trying to be more artistic, trying to be more expressive, trying to have more just things that I like around. I know I've showed you this before, but I just love this thing. It's a little zine about gray wolves. And I don't know, I just love everything about it. I love the way the paper feels. I love the way the ink looks on the page. I love the colors. I love the inside, which I'm not going to show you because this is clearly a product that this person is selling. But I just, so just having little things that I like nearby has been a blessing for me. And that means a little bit more clutter, which means less clear spaces, which means that a giant A4 notebook is not the size that I need it to be. This, you may recognize this cover. This is my old Hobonichi cover that I've had for a year or more now. And this is a Rhodia Goalbook. So let me see if I can go. So here's the Rhodia logo. And then the Goalbook has these monthly planning thingies. And then it also has these, I don't know, tracking of some kind. And then it also has these index pages. And then it has an address page that I'm not going to show you. This sort of orange page protector bit. It has kind of a soft cover, kind of the same sturdiness as the Avec or not the Avec, the Hobonichi cousin. And then this is the type of paper it is. Papier veloute, I think. Veloute. 90 GM squared, I think that's GSM. And then it says Fabriqué en France par Clairefontaine. So made in France for Clairefontaine. This shit is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna go back to, I obviously covered all my like stuff I can't share with you. But here's kind of how I'm using it. We're in Friday right now. I haven't written anything down for what I did. I also didn't update last night. But I'm writing down what I'm eating, etc. I'm writing down, you know, am I going to the gym? Did I go coffee with Ben? Like, whatever. Normally this has a lot more data on it, but I actually only started recording in here on Wednesday. So I've only really been doing this in these 3 days, and then I transcribed these 2 days from this guy. Now I love my is it B5? Yeah, my bigger brown journal, but it is so fucking heavy, you guys. Like, literally, like, I have a line on my shoulder from trying to carry my backpack one strapped. It's been there for like 2 weeks. I have to cut down on the weight in my backpack, and getting rid of that other notebook and blah 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 and going to this is just, it's what the doctor ordered. So, and then here I have tracking, which I actually haven't filled out because some of these have been filled or have happened. And then I'm not going to show you next week because that already has events in it and I haven't covered them. But here is the next week. It's going to be the next week. And I've been, as you can see, I've been putting washi tape on the bottom to indicate a week. And I've been putting it on the top to indicate, on the back side of this are meeting notes from my therapist. So that's why I'm going to figure out, like, this is planning on the bottom and this is like important notes. So I'm going to redo this, but not yet. I don't think I'm going to do it on camera. I might not even have time. Yeah, I won't. Oh, that says relationship narrative rewrite exercise, and it's blank. So that was something my therapist gave me as homework. But I actually did it a different way. So this is the pen test that I did. This is gouache, this is a painting. And then this is like a wash, and then I put fountain pen over on top of it. This is watercolor gouache. I know I spelled gouache wrong. This is Sharpie Creative Marker. This is regular Sharpie. This is an S Note. This is High Tech Coletto. Sharpie S Gel. A Fountain Pen Revolution pen that is still, I told y'all that my Fountain Pen Revolution pen was leaky. They sent me a new cartridge and they sent me a new nib. I think I accidentally fucked the nib, the ink feed up when I was putting the nib in the pen. I like pushed too hard and I did the exact same thing that had already been done to the pen before that caused it to leak, and of course now it's leaking again. I'm like, I don't know if I should continue to try with this or if I should just give up. I'm not sure. But yeah, I tried all these other pens. Waterman Flex. I got this Waterman at the Portland Pen Show. It is such a lovely pen to hold. I just want to do, like, I want to be with you everywhere pen. Look at how beautiful it is. I've showed it to you before. My problem is that it is so wet. Look at that. It's like way too wet. Like, it's the most, it lays down so much ink that, like, I don't know. It's so sad. Look, see? Big old drop. It's so satisfying to write with, and it's like, I don't know how to fix this, how wet it is. And it's made of rubber, And so when you hold it, it literally feels warm to the touch. Like, I know not everyone is going to love that, and some people are going to probably think that sounds creepy, but you don't understand. It's like, it's so, I just want to touch it. It's so nice, and it leaks. I don't know what to do. Here, I'm going to use my rag to like dab that, because see, did you even know that ink was red? No, there's so much ink on the page that it looks fucking black. Wild. Anyway, let's look at the other side. You can see, you can probably see it better if I do this, but you can see that there is shadowing. There's a ton of shadowing. I am actually pleasantly surprised at how little the gouache even shows through it all. And this was wet. When I laid it down, it was wet. The only thing that has bled is the OG Sharpie, and just a little bit at the very tips of the letters, which this is fairly thin paper. It's only 90 GSM. Like, of course it's gonna, oh, and then whatever. We all know that I am not a delicate flower, and neither is my planner. She's a mess. I'm a mess. We match. I did the numbersy thing with the splitting up of the page, and then I tried to envision how to get a week on this motherfucker. So this is, it's when it says 7 boxes, it means I count out 7 from this. So there's 7 boxes in here. 8 columns: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and a notes column, right? And the split is right on the page. But then I was like, what if I do 8 boxes? I have 1 free row that's like my numbers row, which actually ended up over here because I started counting wrong. But then I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. No notes row, because I don't really use the notes column, like, ever. But then, of course, what in the world? I just felt like something bit me. That's so weird. Anyway, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday has to deal with this shit. I can't do that. So then I was like, okay, what do I do? I did it again, I don't know why. I guess to just see, like, without this interfering lines. This, oh, and to put the number side on the right side. So I was like, okay, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I just wrote no. Like, no. Okay, let's try again. I got water on it. I did the numbers wrong. My pen kept fucking up and like skipping. I did this wrong, and I didn't redo it because I was like, you know what? I get it. I get it. This is enough. So basically, now we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday and Sunday, and that's why I put this white out. Because this is the weather. This is my number 1 priority. This is my number 2 priority. This is my number 3 priority. I don't have priorities on weekends. Priorities are for work. So, but I still need the weather and the day. So, and then I, of course, forgot that I had whited this out, and I started my time way below there. And so then I had to fix it over here and blah, 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 blah. But this is the layout. This is the layout that I have been using this week. This is the layout I'm going to use next week. Here's my problem with this layout, and I know it looks ugly right now because I fucked it up, but it is ugly. Like, even if I put everything perfectly, I get all the numbers right, my penmanship is immaculate, which all of those things don't ever happen for me at the same time, it just looks ugly. It just does not look like a personable document. Except for this down here where I'm going to put the washi tape. I have no room for like decoration. I guess in the columns because they're wide enough. Like, if you look at this, do I have a blank column? Okay. So let me see, how can I express this? So my columns, I'm just gonna measure this off camera because I still have data in here, are 4.5 centimeters. I think that's a centimeter. It also has, I hate it when, so the ruler says mm and cm. Which one, bro? Those are different things. But anyway, it goes, this is the column length in my A4. It is literally the same. Like, it's one tiny little notch off from the same width as in my A4. Obviously, it's not as tall, but I have a lot of space in these columns because I've done Saturday and Sunday on the same column. And I don't take a lot of notes on Saturday and Sunday because I'm like outliving my life. Really, a lot of the notes are like keeping track of stuff while I'm working, so I'm not like totally distracted. So that is the Rhodia Goalbook. I put it in my old Hobonichi cover. I didn't even take any of the things out of them. I did add this little ruler, which is super cute. I lost my fucking, I put Post-its in here, like fancy Post-its, and I keep losing them because they keep falling out the top. But I've got my Vida en Color watercolors that I got from my friend Beth in here, which these are awesome. And I just feel very good about this situation. I also wanted to show y'all, I went to the Portland Zine Symposium and almost everything I got, I just like immediately put somewhere else. Like it was a sticker, it was a picture, whatever, you know, so it's like on my wall or it's in my book, my other book. But I got this, the Care Economy Roundtable for Community-Centered Businesses, a guide to fostering connections and sharing knowledge by Sola Habibi. And it's basically like how to run a community-centered business roundtable in your community. So I'm super excited about that. I haven't read it the whole thing. I've been just going and going and going. Also, my doctor thinks I subluxed my hip. They like pulled on my leg in a couple of different directions. I'm sure that was like way more complicated than that. But it seems like they fixed it, which I'm very happy about. But I spent the last like 2 weeks in a pretty considerable amount of pain. And I was like using a cane to get around because of how much it hurt. And then yesterday, it still hurt like quite a bit just from like having things put back where they belong. Oh, dang it. I just felt like I got bit in the same spot again. What in the fuck? What's going on? Anyway, I gotta go. There's something wrong with me. There's always something wrong with me, but there's something wrong with me extra. Anyway, that's why I haven't had time to like sit and read anything. And I've just been like, I know I say this literally every week, but I've just been going, etc. All right. Bye, everybody. See you next week.